Well, hello there. It's Pop Pop. I'm going to read you a little bit of a story. It's called My Dad is a Superhero. But before I read you the story, do you remember this picture right here? We were having fun at Christmas time. We were all in Nashville and we were playing horsey. I was giving you a ride and we were playing with all the fun toys that you got at Christmas 2014. Okay, are you ready for the story? Here we go. My dad is a superhero. My dad is a superhero. Sometimes when I don't want to go to bed, he flies me into my room. I soar through the air and land right on my bed. What fun we have together. My dad has X-ray vision. When we play hide and seek, he always knows where I'm hiding. Even when I'm hiding in the closet or under my bed, my dad sees me no matter how quiet I am. My dad can hold his breath longer than anyone else. When we go to the swimming pool, he swims underwater and throws me into the air, and sometimes I can't find him because he stays under the water. If there was a person stuck at the bottom of the swimming pool, I think my dad would swim down and save them with one breath. My dad is a super strength superhero. When we go to the zoo, and it is hard for me to walk, my dad can carry me on his shoulders as long as I need him to. While I'm up there, I can see everything at the zoo. My dad is faster than a speeding bullet. One time I fell off my bike, and my dad ran to help me. Before I could even cry, he picked me up and put me right back on my bike. He's so fast. I kept trying, and before I knew it, I could really ride the bike. My dad had to use his super speed just to keep up with me. My dad has supersonic hearing. When I was told to pick up my toys and I didn't want to, my dad heard me say that, and he made me clean them up anyhow. It was not very much fun cleaning up that mess, like he told me. But, you know what? We had fun. But after my dad heard me with his supersonic hearing, he helped me pick up all those toys, and it was just nice to be together. Do you know what else my daddy can do? He can read minds. My dad can read what other people are thinking. One time when my dad had to work late, he called me during dinner. When we asked him what he was going to have for dinner, he said, "I'll have something when I get home, but what are you having?" And when he asked me, I had to tell him that I didn't want to eat my vegetables. "I know that you should eat them," he said. And so I gobbled them right down, and he said, "Good job. Now they're gone, and you will be healthier because of it." Do you know what else my dad can do? My dad can fly. The time that I talked to my dad on the phone, he told me he was in China. And I asked him when he was coming home, and he told me he was flying home the next day. He was home and got back just in time for school. I knew that was amazingly fast. He must be a good flyer. Also, my dad is a superhero because he can predict the future. My dad goes to the baseball game, and when it was my turn to bat, my dad told me that he knew I could get a big hit, So I went up to the plate and I swung the bat and boom, I hit the ball. And my dad knew I was going to get a hit. My dad has elasticity. That means that he can stretch out as far as he needs to. One time my sister wanted him to come into her room, but my dad was playing with me. So I hung on to one arm and my sister hung on to the other, and no matter how hard we pulled, he just kept stretching and lifted us both up. We went to my sister's room and then we went to my room so we could play some more. Did you know that my dad is invisible? One time I forgot to do my homework. When I went to school, I told my teacher that the dog ate it. That wasn't truthful, was it? My dad was not there, but I heard him telling me in my ear, "Tell the teacher the truth." And you know what I did? I told her the truth. I was so glad that I did. Sometimes I wish I had that power. But my dad reminds me that telling the truth is very important. My dad is a superhero because he never gets hurt. When my dad had to get surgery, he came home and played with me the very next day. There were stitches in his tummy, but they didn't hurt, not even when I sat on his lap. My dad does not sleep. Even after I go to bed, my dad stays up to watch TV or read a book. He does this so he can protect our house. It's hard for him to stay up all the time, so once in a while he takes a rest in his favorite chair. Do you know what else my dad can do? My dad can heal boo-boos. One time I had an ouchie. I fell off the swing in our backyard. I landed on a stick and it poked my hand. My dad put out some medicine and then put it on the cut and put a Band-Aid on it. And then he blew a kiss onto it. He's my superhero. Before I knew it, my little cut didn't hurt anymore. Do you know what else I've been thinking? Even if my dad wasn't faster than a speeding bullet, or stronger than a lion, or if he couldn't read my mind, or have X-ray vision, or sonic hearing, or even if he didn't know all the answers, the super secret questions that I ask him all the time, I think I would love him just the same. Because he loves me, he loves Mommy, and he loves everyone in our family, even our doggy and our fish. He loves me and he loves Jesus. My dad is so, so special. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story. I'll look forward to reading another one to you again in the very near future. I love you. Bye-bye.